Hey, beautiful people. Everyone loves a good story, right? But before I share mine, I want to start by saying that I strongly believe in feedback. I have seen the amazing power it can have both in companies and within the individual lives of people. Great feedback delivered well is like a transformational magic snowball. I care very much about my impact on others, so I incorporate any feedback I get because I just believe that it's so valuable. It's truly a gift. So I will never tell you to discount or ignore feedback. Well, almost never. Because there are always exceptions to every rule. And here's a story about a time that I got some feedback that transformed me and my career, but not because I took it on board. It's because I chose not only to ignore it, but I actually chose to reject it entirely. Now, I won't get into a lot of detail, but I was told that I had taken inappropriate action on some colleagues' behavior that was not at all in line with the company culture or with the values that the employer said that they stood for. But what I knew was that my actions were most definitely in line with my values and with what I stood for. And that meant that I wouldn't have changed them in any way. So I respectfully agreed to disagree with the feedback. It didn't go over well. Now, that normally would have sent me into a tailspin. I would have second guessed myself. I would have questioned whether or not I was wrong. But that didn't happen this time. In fact, the disagreement only strengthened my resolve. And that belief in my own leadership fundamentally changed me. Because here's the thing, sometimes we will be out of alignment with our managers or our employers, even those that we had once been aligned with. And honestly, that really tends to hurt more because it can feel like betrayal and loss. But ideally, we will grow and change, and that should be celebrated, not squashed. But insecure managers, for them, this will mean that we are the problem, and they will usually try to gaslight us into believing that too. So in those moments, we need to self-assess. We have to take the raw emotions out of the situation. You know those painful feelings that come up if it seems that someone is saying that we're wrong and we're not good enough? Yeah, throw that junk out. We need to dispassionately evaluate the feedback because sometimes we will get feedback that isn't meant for us. It's based on the subjective feelings of the person giving it, or company politics, or hidden agendas, or the influence of others, or any combination of things that have nothing to do with us. Now, don't misunderstand me. I am not saying to just ignore feedback that feels a bit icky or uncomfortable. Those feelings are usually a sign that the feedback is hitting close to home and we need to take it on board. But if we evaluate and we find that we are still left with a deep belief in our position, then we need to trust ourselves. And of course, that is really hard because a poor manager will try to shame us back into alignment with them. But a truly great manager will seek to learn and understand the difference of perspective. And they will support us in finding the alignment that we need, whether that means more communication, some developmental activities, or it might mean moving on from our current position, or even from the company itself. And that should be okay. So employees, be hungry for and accepting of feedback until it's so out of step with your values that you can't be. And employers and managers, embrace the growth of your employees and support them in all of the stages of their career journey, not just the ones that benefit you directly. Thanks for watching.